Hi everybody, today we're going to have a look at the California beds. So we're going to have a look at the Ocean version behind me, so we're going to talk about the downstairs bed and the upstairs bed. Now we have done a video about this before, but it was about 2 years ago, and it's quite a popular video, quite popular content that you seem to like to know about. So we thought we'd reshoot it today so that our new subscribers that may not have seen the previous videos as well can get to see it. Now, the first thing you might notice on this vehicle is it has actually got seat covers on. So these are the Volkswagen waterproof seat covers which are on the vehicle. They're nice, and they're a dark colour, which is great. I do like them on here. You've got your Ocean badge on the back as well. So we're going to leave these on for the moment as we show you how the seats work, but obviously I'll take these off as well just to show you how the seating combination works as well. So to start with, let's talk about the actual bed itself. So we've got the downstairs bed, which obviously comes all the way out and gives you that length that's here. And then you've got the upstairs bed as well. So both beds are for 2 people per bed, so it's a 4-berth vehicle for you to sleep in that's here. Now both beds can take a full-size adult. Now a lot of people ask about the upstairs bed and they ask whether that's for children or whether it's for adults. Well, it is designed for adults as well. To be in this, so it's a 4-person 4-berth vehicle that's there. Now obviously if you are a family, you might be tempted to put your children up there rather than yourselves up there. There is a weight limit to the actual bed upstairs, which from recollection is about 75 kilograms per person. So you can get 2 of those. It's 2 average sized people. And lots of people who use the upstairs bed as a couple, so it's fine up there, it's great. If anything, actually personally, I think it's nicer upstairs, a bit more comfortable if there's only 2 of you in the vehicle. Plus as well, if you've got the opening on the front with the current new Ocean that's there as well, it's great in the morning, especially if it's nice and sunny, you can unzip it. So anyway, let's make a start. Let's start with the downstairs bed. So this is in its seating position here. If you don't know, or if you haven't seen these before, basically this has a running system so it can slide up and down the vehicle, which is on a pull here. So you just pull this catch and this then slides backwards and forwards to its furthest position here, and you can still drive with it in this position as well. So if you've got people in the back and you want them to be closer to the driver or passenger seat, you can do that just by sliding it forward on as easy as that. Now to turn it into a bed, you need to put the headrest down, of which there's just a button on top which you press, and then those flip all the way over. Same on the other side. And then to turn it into a bed at that point, then you just pull this catch in the middle that's here. Hopefully you can see that against the black. So you give that a pull and push. And that puts it into the bed mode that's down at the side. And then obviously then you've got at the back here, you've got this particular one's got the comfort mattress in. So in that case then you would just pull the comfort mattress over, pop it all on top there, and that creates your downstairs bed. Now you don't need the comfort mattress if you haven't got that that's with the vehicle. It is all the normal height that comes all the way across here. And if I take the seat covers off just to show you, this one's got the nice upgraded interior that's in there as well. And so if you were sleeping directly on this, you'd just move your seat belts out of the way that's on here, and then you pop your hand down, pull this up, push it back down again, and you'll notice the 2 seat belts have now disappeared. The actual buckles are under there as well, so you're not going to be sitting on anything hard that's in there, and then you can lie straight on top of this surface. Now to put it back up again, it's exactly the opposite. Obviously remember, you're going to have to get those seats buckles back out again, so if you just lift this part of the seat up and pop your hand in, you can feel where they are and just put them in the place so they come back up through the hole which is on there. And then obviously then we need to pull up the toggle which is in the middle here. It's there. If you can't find this whenever you use one of these seats, it will be down there. You might just have to go and have a look for it. Give that a pull. This backrest will then come up. And this backrest for you as well does have different positions, so you can have it slightly more backwards, for example, that's in there, but you might want it while you're driving in the fully upright position. And then again, it's just a case of moving the seats back. Now you notice I move the seat back from here, but what I would advise you to do is just to sit in the middle of the seat, pull the catch, and then push the seat back with your legs that's in there. And that comes back to where it would be here and locks back in position. Okay, let's move on to the upstairs bed, about how it actually works, putting the bed down. Now obviously the roof is already up on this particular vehicle. We've done lots of videos on the roof going up and down, so we'll pop one of those in the box in here for you to have a look at as well. Check that video out as well and show you how the roof goes up and down. But the roof's already up, so we've already done this. So this forms the base of the bed, which is here. So this is obviously the roof to the normal vehicle that's here, and this forms the roof, the bed section. So obviously we just need to bring this back down so it's all level. And I'll sit down on here as it comes down. So this is as it would normally be if the roof was down, that's on here, and that creates our bed. So to get up, easiest way to do is just stand on this seat and just pop yourself back up onto the top section here and just put your bottom on, and then you're in the top section of the bed that's up here as well. This is a full length bed, goes all the way back down to the bottom of the vehicle. Obviously you'd have your pillows and your head up at this end that's on here to give you your maximum height as you come up, plus you've got your lights and things in the ceiling as well that's there. And it gives you obviously the whole width of the vehicle. So we're going to take some measurements in a second and show you what the width of this bed is, and as you'll find it is bigger than the one downstairs. So the width of the actual mattress, which is what we're looking at here, is 117 centimetres wide. So that's the width of the actual mattress itself. So probably the more important one is the length, because that determines how tall you are and whether you can fit or not, that's in here. So total length from the back to the edge of the mattress is 198 centimetres. So last two measurements, we've got a height from here to the ceiling, and that is 87 centimetres. At the very back it's 28 centimetres. So also in the bed section up here, obviously we've got two windows at the side with the nets in, either side on here. So depending on what model you've got, either it'll be a completely blank at the front, you'll have a little window similar to these that's in there, or you have the option, the panoramic roof, which obviously opens the whole thing up on the front of the vehicle. And then finally, the actual construction of the bed upstairs is on these springs, which you've probably seen in lots of our videos before because they're on a lot of the vehicles now on here. So you've got individual springs rather than previously it was slats that came across. And these are a lot better for individual people sleeping on the actual bed themselves to give a better spread of the load, let's say. Okay, back downstairs, so let's do the measurement comparison between here. So I'm going to put this to the end of the covers and take it all the way across. So we're at about 114 centimetres, which brings us to the edge that's on here. And then right from the very back to the front is 194 centimetres. So 194 centimetres. And if you remember upstairs, I think it was 198 centimetres. So 4 centimetres difference, which is that much. So really nothing in it in the length of the beds upstairs. This is a 6.1 Ocean. Obviously depending on what age of vehicle that you've got, pretty much all of this is exactly the same. There are a few little differences as far as mentioned upstairs with the bed, the type of springs that they use rather than the slats, but the size, the bed and things like that, they're pretty much all the same throughout the California range. There are little additions that they've added as they've gone along. So on the 6.1, for example, on here they've now added this, so you can now pull this up on the 6.1. So to give you access for space at the side, but it's also as well so you can actually use this as a backrest as well, and it goes all the way up to that particular position there, which I think sits there we go, at its maximum position. I'll show you what that looks like from the other side, and to release that you just pull that catch. So you'd normally do that from the inside of the vehicle, which I'll go and show you now. So if you're inside the vehicle, let's just assume the tailgate's closed that's there, you just find the catch that was here, making sure that you're not putting any pressure on this bottom half of the bed here. So make sure your knees, for example, where the crease is further back, and then just give that a pull up, and that will lock into position once you've moved it from in there, and then that allows you to have a nice relax. Obviously there's only two of you in the vehicle. You've got a choice of where you want to sleep, whether you want to sleep downstairs or whether you want to sleep upstairs. Obviously the advantage of downstairs, you don't necessarily have to have the roof up, so you can just sleep in it without the roof up if you wanted to. If you just wanted to have a quick nap that was downstairs, or you were stopped, for example, on a longer trip going somewhere, you could do that. But obviously if you are upstairs, the advantage of that with only two of you is you can leave downstairs set up for during your day. So as soon as you get up and come downstairs, you've got your seatings already there straight away, easy access to your cooker and cooker equipment, etc., to make your breakfast and things in the morning, and then off you go from there. So that's it for today's video. I hope you've enjoyed the video today and you found this useful. If you want to see more videos like this, where we're covering videos we've done a couple of years ago and to revisit them, pop it in the comments box below and let us know, and we can plan those in. So as always, give us a thumbs up, give us a like if you have enjoyed today's video. If you don't subscribe, please subscribe, and we'll see you again soon.